What is going on? I'm Zedmont. We have a brand new schmancy building on Boom Beach. And if we don't, we will very, very soon. Depends when you watch this, obviously. We have got code Zedmont in every Supercell game and every Supercell option. Do consider doing that. Super helpful. Enough of the nagging. So, the bunker, first and foremost, you gotta be headquarters level 26. That is non-negotiable. Headquarters level 26 does lots of good things like give you new landing craft options where you get one extra of all of these fun troops, so you definitely want to do it. I am going to stop that refill for very specific reasons. Now with the bunker has all sorts of neat, interesting things. For example, it reduces the amount of damage that this building takes from artillery and barrage, and very, very neat. Whether that gets moved to other buildings or future buildings, we don't know. Now, the maximum number of bunkers you can build is 2 for the moment. Maybe headquarters level 27, they bring out another one. Maybe we finally get that third shock launcher. I have no idea. Anyone who says they do have an idea has to be either on the dev team or they're a liar. So moving forwards, they have made it very, very simple. Bunker level 1, you can put 1 housing space in there. And you guessed it, bunker level 8, you can put 8 housing spaces in there. And everywhere in between. Excel would probably screw that up, but I know you guys can figure it out. So here is the next gotcha. If you decide, hey, I want to put 3 riflemen in there and a heavy, and we'll get rid of that rifleman and we'll go down to 2 of those and we'll put a Zuka in and a heavy. You click close, you go back in, and there's nothing in your bunker. You have to click the apply button. We are not used to having to click that apply button. I have screwed it up a couple times, so do make sure you click apply and check your bunkers. Next up, notice that we have 18,000 gold remaining. You have to be able to pay for your troops in your bunker. So if, for example, we load it up with all Zukas, we've got all Zukas in there, we click apply, and we now are only getting 9,000 gold per hour. Right about there, you'll notice that our gold production per hour has gone down to 9,000. If we then get rid of those Zukas and come back, we are now getting 25,000 gold per hour. So leaderboard pushing players are maybe going to make different choices based on getting themselves some gold. It really does make things interesting. And if you decide you want to come back here and make yourself a green statue, yes, it will allow you to put more things in your bunker, but, and this is a giant but, baby got back, your offensive statues do influence your troops in your bunker. So green statues be darned, stick to the red and purple and your gameplay will be much, much funner. Now there is a bug with the bunker. So the bunkers, if you do it on a friendly challenge, for example, we come in on this friendly challenge, we throw 1 warrior in against a bunker that has 2 warriors in it. And, don't have warriors in that bunker apparently. I screwed that up. Need to come back to my other account. That was a bit of a mistake there. So you see the Cryoneers though, super, super neat. The Cryoneers are slowing down attacking players. So if we come back against someone who this time does have a warrior in there, you'll notice first and foremost that our warrior, I screwed it up. Our warrior, they're going to go 2v1 and our warrior is going to win. So that warrior got like 6 hits on our warrior. He lived. That is strictly 1000% an issue with friendly challenges. Only friendly challenges. There's been other issues with friendly challenges applying properly. If we go on to our main base, of course it's online because that's me playing a second account. Gonna log that one out. Now we can log in and we're gonna clear the mines a little bit more carefully this time. Oh, that is not what I was trying to do. That is not clearing mines. That is dropping troops. I have made this video probably 6 times, so I am probably gonna forget to talk about something or talk about something twice. Discovering that bug was a major setback for my video recording. We're going to clear all those mines. We are going to send our one and only boat of warriors in there. Notice that there is a warrior or two in that bunker, but they're not getting shot. So don't put warriors inside. Don't put medics inside unless you want them to pop out once the building is destroyed. And one measly little warrior popping out, not super helpful probably. And there we go, we got 2v1. You'll notice that all of a sudden our warrior is dead. So just wanted to put to bed the fact this is strictly a friendly challenge bug. Will not affect the real gameplay. So you saw right there, warriors in there, a little bit useless. I alluded to it a little bit earlier, but for the very first time, we have a slow defense. I am leaning towards putting one Cryoneer in with a couple riflemen and a Zuka just to get maximum impact from those defenses. Now, one of the quick little notes that isn't very obvious and apparent is it says that some troops have extended range well in the bunker. Now, that is not super duper clear. That is why you come talk to Zedmod. So if you put a heavy in there or a rifleman in there, they do get extended range. They get 50% extra range. So maybe you're putting heavies in there because all of a sudden a heavy with extra range is super duper strong. Same thing with riflemen. Now moving down the line to Zukas and of course Cryoneers and of course Laser Rangers, they get 20% extra range. Your warriors don't get any extra, they're not getting like these extra long arms to put their hammers outside, that sounded awkward, of the bunker, but you get the basic idea. Grenadiers, by the way, I was a bit worried about putting Grenadiers inside the bunker. They do not do friendly fire though, at least on the friendly challenge anyways. So if we come back to our map, I'm going to show you every single troop, by the way, in case that wasn't super duper obvious. They are not online. I just logged out. Come on here. Force quit versus closing app. Come on. Get us in here. By the way, the dev build does have connectivity issues, so any sort of testing is super, super frustrating. We are going to send Bullet over into here. We are going to flare him up into about that neighborhood, and then we are going to shock him just so that we can see that that Grenadier not doing friendly fire. It's not clearing mines, it's not attacking buildings. So yes, they are gonna miss a lot, but they're not gonna damage your own buildings. I assumed they would damage your own buildings, was pleasantly surprised to see that they were not. So yes, Grenadiers in there are gonna be decent, but Zuka's probably going to be your go-to troop until, I was gonna say until you get Bombardiers or Cryoneers, but you gotta be HQ 26, so scrap that noise. Moving on to Laser Rangers. Now, Laser Rangers and Cryoneers have the biggest interesting details for me because people tend to not use a heck of a lot of skill when they do attacks. They do things like they put Bullet out front and then they put, or Heavies out front and they put Zukas in behind. And if we use, come on, get underneath that smoke, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna shock our own troops just because why the heck not? And you'll notice that those Laser Rangers inside that bunker, as soon as that smoke gives way, are gonna shoot right through Bullet. They are gonna be shooting through your troops, doing damage to the troops in behind. So Laser Rangers, as that bunker goes down, now they're just standing there like, bring it. Popping their bubblegum, standing in. I just find that super interesting. I alluded to it earlier, and I think I just used the word allude twice in the same video. Shock launchers do stop your troops. Shock mines also stop your troops. But this is the first time that we'll be going up against Cryoneers, which will be doing damage to your troops and also slowing them down. And in this example, I've got my bunker sitting right out front. Let's be honest, it's going to be right in the middle of all sorts of defenses. So it's going to be slowing your troops down. You're going to have shock launchers hitting you, boom cannons and mortars and rocket launchers. There is a lot of potential here. And the fact that it's going to use your purple and red statues, I guess just red, it's going to make those offensive players, those bunkers are going to be super, super dangerous. Can you imagine it going against someone who has 10 troop damage statues? You are going to get destroyed by those bunkers. So we've shown you medics, essentially they do nothing in there. We've shown you warriors. My biggest question mark was surrounding heavies. Heavies don't have a heck of a lot of range, but with 50% extra range, how are those things gonna be? So we're gonna send our Zookas in against a bunker with 2 heavies in it. You'll notice that the heavies still can't reach our Zookas. So and by the way, that extra range those heavies get only by the way, check this out. As the heavies chase your troops across the archipelago, kind of a neat. Also, notice that heavies do shoot when they're moving. Not many other troops do this, so that is where heavies might be a little bit useful. I don't feel like they're getting that extra range inside that bunker, though. Maybe they are. I have no way of testing this. If you have questions or suggestions of how I can test it, the comments are open. Zookas blasting that heavy, enough running away. I'm going to bring them in a little bit closer, because that just felt like, no, that should not have happened. I feel like our Zookas probably should have gotten shot, but I don't know what 50% extra is for those heavies. Maybe that's not enough either. Throw in a smoke. Let's get rid of some of these mines, probably killing some of our Zookas in the meantime. Let's move our Zookas up a little bit closer. And then again, shocking all the things just to show you that those Zookas can be shocked. The bunker cannot. There we go. There's the heavy shooting out of that bunker bit by stinking little bit. I'm going to back this out, and I just wanted to double check to see, you know what, I can't even do that. Need to get the heck out of here. I just want to confirm 1000% that we can shock the heavy once it's out of the bunker. That has to be possible, right? Almost about to run into the ability where we can't attack this person any longer, making testing a little bit difficult. Okay, there we go. We're going to send our troops over there. We're going to shock these heavies. And yes, of course, the troops can be shocked once they're out of the bunker. In the bunker, no bueno, but once they get out, they are open season. I think I've covered everything. My preferred bunker loadout is going to look something like this. We're going to have at least 1 Cryoneer. I think 1 is probably good for the second. 2 is not going to be, 2 is too many because now we don't have any damage. Then we're going to have some Zookas in there. Bombardiers, I haven't shown you, but I'll show you that right now. And spoiler alert, because they shoot so slowly, their range doesn't really matter. It's one of those things where with Zookas, as per usual, you get all of the benefits of Zookas without the downsides of other troops. So Zookas are very, very popular because they have lots of damage per second, because they shoot fairly quickly. And if we go up against this bad guy here, sure, our Zookas, like, let's walk our Zookas up. We're going to clear all sorts of mines, and that Bombardier is going to start chucking, and they're doing a decent job of taking down our Zookas, but they're just not going to be as strong as, say, a rocket launcher or a boom cannon or something like that. So maybe against a tank or a Scorcher or something, you want to add an extra boom cannon. You could use your bunker with a Bombardier in there as a way to slow those things down, or as an extra boom cannon. But for me, that Cryoneer inside of that bunker is the best choice of troops. Yes, of course, we're going to mix in some other goodness with it, simply because getting some damage per second. Look at that, Zookas blasting out of there. We've got riflemen and Zookas in there. Didn't get full benefit out of it because, as you saw there, it just, yes, we got slowed down a little bit, but the bunker standing out front all on its own, just not ideal. Mix your bunkers in around your base. Obviously, having your bunker close-ish to your headquarters is going to be useful to stop warrior attackers. Having it in and amongst things, kind of like how you put critter launchers in that second row of defenses, is going to be the ideal way to do this. And this should be obvious to everyone, but I thought I would cover it because this bunker is not a SEMO bunker. This is just a regular normal bunker. Now, maybe they bring a SEMO bunker out in future. That would be kind of neat in my opinion, but you can just walk right past these things with smoke, just like every other defense except for the SEMO and microwaver. Using smoke defeats all of the benefits of that bunker. So do consider using smoke in your day-to-day attacks. They will make things far, far better. And you'll notice that I had bombardiers in there because that was back to the friendly challenge. Friendly challenge, of course, showing what was in there at the time of the friendly challenge, and attacking on the main base, showing what's in there right this second. Little bit confusing, but wanted to get all those details out there. And the final question is when? Hopefully tomorrow. We have no way of knowing. The App Store, the Google Play Store, all of those things. Plus the developers have to submit, then they have to get approval, then they have to do maintenance. So many things that are out of our control and even out of the developers' control for that matter. So that is going to be it for me at the moment, showing you all of the goodness with the bunker. Can't be taunted, can't be shocked, can't be slowed, but it sure can slow your troops down. And that's what I am most excited about. I will almost always try to have a Cryoneer and or a Laser Ranger in there. That depth attack, that slowing attack, super, super exciting in my mind. Anyways, that is going to be it for me. Do get yourself up to headquarters level 26. Do throw code ZMOT over there, except if you're on the dev build, because it doesn't stay. And I shall talk to you soon. Quick note before I leave though, in that shop, do make sure you claim that Squad Busters heavy skin. It is so, so pretty. I am a bit excited about those new skins. They have changed the game a little bit. All along, we were just getting those somewhat boring skins where you're getting just a green tank. Now all of a sudden they have shown, nope, we are fully open to changing the game, to changing the look and feel of things. And so keep those Squad Busters registrations going. That medic looks super neat as well. Anyways, that is it from me. New bunker, new update, HQ26. Lots and lots of goodness. I shall talk to you soon. I'm ZedMont. Thanks for coming in. Peace.